Last week, we were going through the same thing that you all are going through this week. It is going to be tough for you and the families of these officers. And it's going to be tough as we try to bring our city back together. But know that we stand ready to hold hands with you and let people know that it's going to be tough, but you will not be walking alone. But Mayor Rollins also said this to all of the law enforcement people, and many of the other mayors have said the same thing. We want you to know that when we find the details of funeral services, we will have representatives in Baton Rouge to be here for you. Law enforcement as well as government.
We need them.
So today, we thank them for reaching out to us. They feel our pain, and many have witnessed the same kind of suffering. And I'll just leave you with this. People said, how are you all going to come back and take it from this punch in the stomach? And so I thought about it this morning, and so I said, well, all you have to do is look at Job. Job faced all kinds of atrocities in his life. And there were a lot of people saying, oh, just, give up, man. God is not looking out for you. Just give up. And then all of a sudden, even Job's wife tried to turn him against God. But Job made the statement, yea, though you slay me, I will rise again. Yea, though you have slain some law enforcement officials, this city, this state, and this nation will rise again. Thank you, and God bless you.
I'm Colonel Mike Edmondson. What I want to go with y'all is kind of an update of the case itself. We told you yesterday that we would provide you information. I think you're going to see that as we move forward. We're just a little more than 24 hours ago when he brought us all together. I want you to think about that and what's transpired over that time. So right at 30 hours. It was an ordinary Sunday morning. What happened after that was anything less than that. What we saw was extraordinary police officers, first responders, become extraordinary, become heroes. That's what we're going to talk about this morning. Our hearts are broken, but our spirit is intact. Our soul has survived an unthinkable crime committed against this community. What we're going to see as we progress through this, and we're going to talk about each one of these, is you're going to see some photos. Come right here. We're going to go through some photos of actual scenes. We're going to go through a mapping in just a minute, because my intention here this afternoon is to take our viewers, our public, our community. I want to walk them through exactly what they were going through. You saw what was reported on TV. It was chaotic. Active shooters, multiple active shooters all over the area. People were scared, they were worried, they were concerned. We're going to walk them through it. And you're going to see unfolding in front of you exactly what happened that day. In this ongoing investigation, the most compelling piece of evidence is the video. It is the chilling and the sheer brutality of the shooting. There is no doubt whatsoever that these officers were intentionally targeted and assassinated. It was a calculated act against those who work to protect this community every single day. That indeed, ladies and gentlemen, is the shooter. That is engagement. You'll see that his movements are articulated, they're intact, they're combative, and they're real. We are building a timeline from 8:40 yesterday morning and working backward to determine where this suspect has been. As the lead agency, the Louisiana State Police is going wherever this investigation takes us. We are working hand in hand with the assistance of police, both the Baton Rouge Police Department, East Baton Rouge Parish Sheriff's Office, our federal partners within Louisiana and around the United States. This timeline, which will take us from 8:40 beyond, going backwards from that, and we're going to look at who he may have been associated with or spoken with, and if anyone else was involved in this assault or had any advanced knowledge of his intentions. However, we are confident that this suspect was the only shooter at the scene actively involved in the attack. Whether officers may have been involved in some other fashion remains to be determined. We do not believe the suspect has been in our community for at least several days. We do believe that. You're going to see the gun photo. This is the actual weapon. This is the one that.
My God, where
killed
the
those
hell he got
officers.
that?
You see the strap that he.
Can you imagine
carried
you
on,
can
and
buy
the
that off the
strap
street?
Kept that rifle in place so that when he.
And he was an
engaged
ex-Marine.
those police officers, they were deliberate and they were extremely accurate.
My God.
With respect to the weapons, 3 guns have been recovered, and those are being analyzed both through forensics and determining the ownership history. What you see there is he was on with an IWI Taver SAR 5.56 caliber rifle. He was also on with the Springfield XD 9.9 millimeter caliber pistol. There you see it in front of you. And also a Stag's Arm M4 variant 5.56 caliber rifle.
My
that was
God.
staged on the vehicle and actually placed him inside the vehicle where he could get to it once he was parked. I'm going to take you through that in just a couple of moments. A Chevy Malibu rental from Missouri was recovered from the scene. We're working to determine where the car has been and are continuing to process it for its evidence. What we're doing with the phone that we have at the scene of this car, we're looking at the footprint. Where did it go? What areas did it go to? Where did that car come from the Missouri area? And we'll take it wherever it takes us. One of the most challenging or more challenging aspects of the investigation is examining the